Hi there, I'm Rodney. Today we're testing the Laowa 10mm 2.8 lens. Okay, so when I got this in the mail, I gotta say I was a little excited. The Laowa 10mm f2.8, which if you read the box, it says it's the Dreamer autofocus lens. Well, absolutely it is the Dreamer. Besides having a really nice box, it's a pretty amazing lens. And in today's video, we're doing something a little different in that part of the B cam is actually the 10mm Laowa, and it is at arm's length distance. So this is like right there. It gives you that super wide, and it's just quite an exceptional lens. So first, a couple of stats about the lens. It's small, which is fabulous. I was surprised by how small it was. I was surprised by how light it was. It's under a pound. So it comes in at 420 grams. You can put a filter on it, an external filter screw mount, which is amazing. It's a 77mm filter. The fact that you can do that is amazing to me. It's small, like I said, it's light, and it's just optically quite an exceptional lens. If you look at the photo here, what's really interesting to me, I was surprised by how small the front glass element is. And we've all had kind of wide angle lenses where the front glass is huge. And I'm just shocked at how small it is, but it gives you that beautiful wide angle, and that smaller front element is part of why it's as light as it is. Who's going to use this lens? Well, it's going to be architecture photographers, possibly. It's going to be landscape photographers for sure. I can't wait to get out and use it doing landscape work. But just walking through the college, this is what I said, you know, the challenge is keeping vertical lines vertical with a wide angle lens, because there's so much bowing that often happens. When we look at this, we go straight lines, we get vertical lines everywhere we go, and it's just beautiful, which is a big challenge. So I went outside onto the rooftop deck and said, well, what's that going to look like? And here again, we've got vertical lines, and the verticals stay vertical. You don't see bowing, you don't see distortion. I thought that was pretty amazing. Then I went to one of the more challenging things, which would be a picnic table. Close up to a picnic table. And again, the bottom of the table here, when we look at this, there's just no distortion, no bowing, no bending. Went to a vertical side of it, and again, the shadows, everything is zero distortion. I couldn't believe it. I know they talk about the fact that it's a 2.8 zero distortion lens. I didn't believe it was true. And Laowa, I gotta confess, I didn't believe it, but you were right. It's pretty amazing. So I took it to our new building and said, well, what's it like for kind of cool architecture features? And in here, again, gives you a really wide angle of view. You can see a lot. Went up the stairs, took a look around, and again, the distortion-free images you get from it are amazing. Just absolutely astounding. Now, what's the sharpness like? That's the next question. Is it a sharp lens? Well, when we zoom into 100% here, we can see all the detail. Everything is there. No matter what you do, it's sharp, it's tack sharp, and it's beautiful. So I went, well, let's take a look at some, now again, time of day. For architecture, I'm not there at the right time of day. I just happen to grab the lens and run. And so this is what the 10mm does for you. I also brought along my 14-30 Nikon Z lens and said, well, let's give this a try with a 14mm. So that's sort of my grid for a good wide angle is the 14. And so this is what we get with the 14. Standing in the same place is what we get with that 10. Just opens things up in an amazing way. Vertical lines are vertical. As long as you're not tilting the camera, you're going to keep your lines great vertical. So this is at 10mm, this is at 14. So at 14, this is as wide as I could get. When you get to the 10mm though, all of a sudden you see the buildings in the back and you see so much more. Not that this is great architecture photography, because it's not. But I just wanted to show you what this thing will do. Again, this is a 10 millimeter and this is at 14. So you're cutting off the planters in the front, whereas here you've got plenty of room to crop if you need to. You got lots to see. Here's the 10 millimeter as a horizontal, which is actually similar to the 14 millimeter at vertical. So it gives you like twice as much out, which is just astounding to me. My son is a video guy, and he was like, "Dad, what's it like with video?" Well, let me show you what it was like with video. And I'm just hand holding it like camera in my hand. This is no gimbal, this is just, I'm using a Nikon Z7ii, and just as it is. No gimbal, no image stabilization, except for the in-body. So this is what that's gonna look like for you. So very simple, just again, holding the camera in the palm of my hand and walking down the street. You throw a gimbal on that and this is gonna be magic. For those of you who are vloggers, YouTube creators, this is, I think it's gonna be a great lens and gonna give you a really unique perspective on things with the Laowa 10mm. Plus it's the 2.8, which gives you that nice wide aperture. Problem is depth of field, even at 2.8. So this video is being shot at f2.8 and everything is in focus. Everything's in focus. But that's just part of life. With that kind of width, you're not going to get that depth of field that you want to kind of blow the background out. It's a pretty amazing lens. So again, we're looking at it going, is this worth the money? I paid for this from my own money. Laowa didn't sponsor this. Nikon doesn't sponsor this. Nobody sponsors this but me. And I will say absolutely. I love this piece of glass. It is going to be one of those fun lenses that I go to when it comes to art. Landscape, it's going to be amazing. I'm so looking forward to my next tour to California. We're going to take that there. I can't wait to go to Utah. It's going to be gorgeous. And it's just an absolutely exceptional lens. It's going to be spectacular for that. I'm looking forward to doing astrophotography with it. Very small footprint, light, easy to use, and I think it's just, as far as that goes, great to travel with, and it's going to be an amazing lens. It does also come with the built-in hood, which you'll notice is not much of a hood, but at 10 millimeters, that's about all you can get. But it's got the hood, got the threaded filters here, and yeah, beautiful little lens. Got the manual automatic focus button on there, which not every lens has nowadays. And you can again twist the dial here for your manual focus. I think with the zero distortion in there, it's going to be an amazing tool for a photographer to have in their tool belt. So is it worth the money? Mine came in at about 1,200 Canadian dollars. Those of you who are in the US, probably coming in at about $7.99 or somewhere in that range, which is actually a really fair price for this lens. I think it's a steal. Would I use it for everything? No, I wouldn't use it for everything, but boy, if you want that wide angle, it's absolutely a lens that you need to have. Is it worth the money? Yes. Is it sharp? Yes. All the stuff that we ask ourselves, is it light? Is it going to travel well? Yes, yes, yes. Amazing lens, great value, and definitely, I think, worth the money. So that's my honest review of the Laowa 10mm f2.8. If you enjoyed this video and got something out of it, please hit the like button, leave me a comment, or consider subscribing to the channel. Or, even better, join me on a tour to California, Utah, or the Dominican Republic. We'd love to have you with us. Anyway, thanks for watching and have an amazing day.